to our live. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And today, that's right, we're going to be doing a recap of the show Encore, which appears on Brandon TV. And it is a show following the lives of Kayla and Cameron, who were originally on the Dancing Dolls. If you watched it on Lifetime when it was out, and now they have their own series basically following their lives now after Bring It and showing something that they're growing. So just to give you a recap on that. So to start off with recap a little bit too on Cameron and Mimi so far this season. They have been through a lot of things this past few episodes. They've been also going to therapy. Um, Mimi and her daughter Cameron right here, and also um, Kayla and her mom Tina, which is nice to see a show that really shows the real issues you have. Because sometimes I think once the kid becomes an adult, the dynamics do kind of change between your mother and you and your parents in general, because now you're an adult. And sometimes maybe the things you may have said and did, you never know how they may have affected your child at the time or anything. Because remember the last time we talked about this, Cameron admitted to her mom for the first time that she felt like the divorce was her fault, and her mom told her it was not her fault. Actually, we found out something new in this most recent episode, where she basically told Cameron, "You were the reason we got married." So really, I'm guessing, they kind of had ups and downs even before Cameron came along. So she was actually the reason that they decided to get married and stay together for so long, because of her. And I guess that probably would explain why they ended up kind of basically growing apart after Cameron became an adult, because she was the reason they kind of stayed together. So it's definitely understandable. It's been heard a lot. Some people marry the father of their kid because they feel like that's the best thing to do for the child. But a lot of times it doesn't always be for the sake of the parents themselves. They more so be trying to do what's best for the kids, and they want them to have a two-parent household, which is understandable, because having a two-parent household is good to have, because both parents bring certain things to the household. Of course, the man is the most of the time the disciplinarian, the stronger side, and of course, the wife is there to support and help, balance things out, so they carry 50-50 and be a team, which is important. But I am happy to see how much they've both grown with their relationship with their mothers, since a while ago, because many people were talking about, especially with Tina and Kayla, they thought they were so much closer and didn't realize they had a lot of unhealed trauma between the two. And we found out a lot more about Tina's upbringing and how she had Kayla when she was so young, which I didn't know. And then also, I didn't know Kayla had siblings as well that she had after. So her and Terrell been dealing with each other for a long time, but even before they got married. But I really thought it was touching to see Kayla kind of twofold and bring her mom and Mimi out to her first reality show. I'm guessing it's a reality show she's on called Madhouse with Abby Lee, who's like the dance mom lady from Dance Mom. If you know who she is, um, yeah, she was on Lifetime too. But yeah, she was on Madhouse, and she brought Mimi and Tina and Cameron out to so they can kind of celebrate with her this new opportunity she had. And I just thought it was really sweet that her mom acknowledged that Tina, how she knew how bad Kayla really wanted to have that Bahamas wedding, and how she wasn't able to have it because of everything that happened and with Tina deciding to divorce her dad and all those things. She wasn't able to give her a great wedding. She kind of said she felt guilty because of Kayla being able to give her a beautiful wedding, even though they didn't end up staying together. The point that she gave her everything she wanted to do that back in a way, but she hasn't been able to. But I really thought it was sweet to see her kind of feel for her daughter, not be so upset, but actually try to be understanding of the situation, which I think is nice to see a daughter and mother trying to communicate better and just trying to work through their emotions and trying to really, be close as they can be. And it was also nice to see Mimi admit to Cameron how she realized at the gathering they had prior that she was wrong for pressuring Tina about Kayla's dad being at the gathering and all those things. That wasn't her place to do that. And she did say she was going to apologize to her. Now, I don't know if it's going to be, because I think it's like one more episode before the reunion. So I don't know if she's going to do it there on the reunion. Um, but I know she mentioned that she realized her wrong and she's planning on making it right. But otherwise, it was a pretty good episode. A lot of good conversation and a lot of you see the growth and healing that they're going in the direction, and I definitely hope they continue to go to therapy, continue to work on themselves. It's definitely nothing wrong with going to therapy to help yourself. Sometimes you need that third person to help you figure out things you may not be able to just figure out on your own. So I do hope things continue to go to a positive direction. I do plan on hopefully being able to do a live watch for the reunion when that comes on. But it kind of all depends on how everything goes. By that time, I will look and see what date the reunion is supposed to be on, and then I will definitely let you guys know by next weekend about a live watch. If not, I'll just do as I'm doing now, just a recap a day after. And again, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching the recap of this show. If you haven't watched this show yet, I definitely encourage you to. It's very a positive show for it to be a reality show. It's not like raunchy. Now, if you're looking for raunchy type shows, this is not it. This is definitely more of a calmer, more family oriented type series, which that's why I enjoy it a lot. So again, it comes on Brandon TV every Sunday night most of the time. And I believe they have one more episode coming on next weekend. Then it's the reunion. So tune in for that. Tune in for a live on that. And I thank you guys. I hope you guys stay safe out there. And I will see you guys next live. Peace. Have a good night, everyone.